Let's talk about Clemson. Let's talk about the new quarterback, DJ Uiagalelei, if I'm saying his name right. This guy's pretty good. He helped them come back against Boston College in his first ever start, and then almost beat Notre Dame when he didn't have a good defense in his back pocket. And Clemson's defense didn't have all their starters, so that's why I mean not a good defense. Okay. Despite how good he is and despite how good I think he's going to be this year, I don't think he's going to be enough to win a national championship or make it to the playoffs. Or if they make it, they'll get beat in the first round again by whoever they play. They lost Trevor Lawrence to the draft, obviously. They also lost Travis Etienne. I think they lost Nolan Turner too, right? They lost a few other starters. And that group could not do very much this past year. So I don't think I'm not saying a younger group can't do a lot also, but the chances don't look good for them. And there's something else I've noticed about Clemson since they won the national title in 2-3 years ago. 18-19, won the title, undefeated, great. Year after, make it to the playoffs. They barely beat North Carolina, who was garbage at the time. They beat them by a point. They had a controversial win over Ohio State and injured Justin Fields. And then they get destroyed by LSU. Now, I'll give them a bit of a pass because LSU was great. And then they, this past year, they lose to Notre Dame, okay? Beat them in the rematch. Then they play Ohio State again. And Ohio State doesn't have the same defense they did a year ago. They can't beat them. So I expect more of a downward spiral from Clemson. See, you got Georgia to start off your year, and that could be a loss. Might not be. You got the ACC championship, which I think they'll be playing either Miami or North Carolina, and either team is capable of making a run at Clemson. I think either one can this year. And I know Florida State's had their problems. They have this and that going on, but you got a very good head football coach in Mike Norvell. I think he's a great coach. They had a lot of guys transfer. They had people come from schools such as Notre Dame. You had somebody come from Georgia, South Carolina, Kansas, you name it. They had a lot of good recruits come in. And you got the young guys that were playing the rest of the year. They're coming back with more experience. So there's always a chance anything can happen, We'll see what happens. But I won't be surprised with I forgot to mention the running back, the new running back, probably going to be Lynjay Dixon for Clemson. Good player, but he's no Travis Etienne. So I think they're going to struggle this year. You might see them lose at least 2 games.